Welcome back. A new report from The Guardian claims that the Department of Veterans Affairs is creating a database of non-citizen employees to share with other federal agencies, including ICE. It's meant to ensure anyone who is not authorized to be in the country is dealt with properly. A VA spokesperson told the Big Weekend Show the report was misleading, saying this is nothing new, that they're required by law to vet their employees. We have Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins, here with us today to answer on this. Thank you so much, Mr. Secretary, for being here.
I'm glad to be here.
Explain this to us.
Well, I wish that The Guardian would actually hire journalists who maybe had went to journalism school. That would have helped. But we don't. Again, this is such a nothing story, but it's what the outraged left wants to talk about when it comes to this administration. Shockingly, I know this is going to come as a shock, we actually have personal information of veterans. We have medical information of veterans. Yeah. We have research information that we do because we're one of the largest research groups in the world. And yet we are required by law to vet our researchers and to vet those who come in. We have had actually folks in the bigger picture, just like other agencies, where other countries and other people try to send, and we've had trying to acquire data. This is simply us going back through the process, making sure that we have updated our roles, updated our background checks, updated the folks so that they're actually supposed to be here. Again, some of this was not, let go a little bit under the previous administration. It was let lax. We're just simply putting it back. The Guardian needs a story. There's their story. Yep.
Well, Secretary Collins, I know you're going to be shocked to hear this, but Democrat Congresswoman Delia Ramirez told The Guardian, quote, "At the direction of Secretary Collins, the VA is persecuting non-citizen employees who provide essential services and benefits to our veterans." All right, Secretary Collins, I know you already addressed The Guardian as a whole, but to address this specific, I guess, complaint that you are persecuting non-citizens, I can't help but think about just what last week when we saw a National Guard member shot and killed by an Afghan national, another still fighting for their life. Yeah, I think it sounds like a pretty good idea to make sure that those are working for your department, actually love America, and that they're not non-citizens who perhaps hate America. That sounds reasonable to me, but maybe not to Delia Ramirez.
Well, I would introduce her. It's called 810 Vermont. That's where I work. And if she would like to come down and talk to me or come and see what our actual operations do, because it's one of the first times I've ever heard from her in a comment like this, which is, again, very disheartening to see and not understanding the facts. I mean, it's always the, aim, fire, and shoot, you're supposed to, but we just shoot and not worry about it because, again, nobody wants to check up on her. This is, again, you want people in the right place at the right time doing with the proper checks. I mean, I had to go through background checks. I had to get my, top secret clearance. I have all of our staff who do this. This is normal stuff. This is not persecuting non-citizens. If you're allowed to work in the United States, I need you at the VA. If you are here legally and you're ready to work at the VA, I need doctors, nurses, researchers. Come work at the VA. But if you're not, if there's something in there or there's something in your background that won't let you handle secure information, then we don't need you there. That's just like we're a national security agency. By the way, some people don't want to realize that, but we are, and that's what we have to do.
Well said. Now, let me ask you about this. As you know, President Trump signed the Medal of Honor Act into law this week. It was actually introduced by a good friend of yours, Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Listen.
The Medals Act addresses the 61 living Medal of Honor recipients in America. Right now, recipients of the Medal of Honor receive a stipend of about $1,400 a month. My legislation increases that stipend. These individuals are heroes. The Medal of Honor recipients are extraordinary.
They are heroes. They are extraordinary. But obviously, there's still some work to be done with the House now weighing a bill which will expand benefits and increase disability compensation by around $10 grand a year, which I would think is simply great. So what gives? What's holding this up, if anything?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, one, is let's address the Medal of Honor. That was one that I think was well needed. We actually, the Medal of Honor recipients are some of our best ambassadors for this country. They're some amazing folks. I was just texting, frankly, texting with one of our Medal of Honor recipients just as we were coming in tonight, who is a great guy. But they actually do a lot, and a lot of it they do on their own dime.
That's right.
And so this is something I think was very good, very needed as they go forward.
A lot of people don't understand what's asked of them.
Oh, yeah.
And the weight of that medal is much more than what it puts on a scale.
Well, and I'm going to get to your second part of your question, but let me address that as well and what you're saying. Most of our Medal of Honor recipients, and I would say the vast, vast majority of the 61 living, experience something very profound, very deep early in their life. Most of them were very young, 20s, mid-20s, and they experienced something most of us will never experience. That's right. And they came through it. Those that are living, those that made it through, and they carry that. And I think they want to carry it in a way. Now, some are very private. They're not back out in public anymore. Some, though, want to give back to the country that's gave so much to them. So I think this is very good. The other act is again, looking at our disability and payments for that. Those are going to be having to go through Congress. I applaud Congress for looking at it. I hope they work it out. I'm willing to do whatever they get for us. We're continuing at our place, though, to make it easier for our veterans to get the disability benefits. We're looking to make it simpler so they don't have to go to anybody else. That's one of the craziest things right now, and Joey, and we've talked about this a lot, that right now some of our veterans feel like they have to go to get somebody to get help to get the benefits that they've already earned.
That's exactly right.
If I have it my way about it, within the next little bit, we're going to be down to a couple of sheets of paper. You fill that out. We'll get the information we need. And if you're eligible, you'll get your benefit. If you're not eligible, you won't get it, but it's going to be easier where they don't have to go to anybody.
That's so smart.
Secretary Collins, the VA is renovating 2 historic buildings on its West Los Angeles campus to create Trump's Center for Warrior Independence, with the goal to eventually house thousands of homeless and at-risk veterans. You know, Mr. Secretary, you're a wonderful man. You are a family man, military chaplain, master's in theology. Your empathy and insight into human suffering, it's exactly what veterans need and what they deserve. Now, the VA has promised all of these housing units, and they're being built. They have been built, but way too slow, at a snail's pace. And the reality is the number of new homeless vets is not changing, despite however many units keep coming up. So can we really look at veterans right now? Can you say that we are on track to having zero homelessness amongst our vets? And if not, what needs to be done to make that happen?
Well, I think that's the goal of zero homelessness is you move toward that. We've actually, if you look at the homelessness situation in our country, those non-veterans are actually rising. Veterans are actually going down in the bigger picture over the past 20 years. But it's still not enough. I mean, these are transition issues that come out of DOD when they come to the VA, you know, job placement, job skills, and frankly, some issues that need to be addressed from a lot of different problems. People, if those of us who've dealt with those in the homeless community, there's a lot of reasons why they got there. Exactly. Some of it's not straight, some of it's around. But the other thing is talking about this West LA, which we're very happy about. There's another degree I have, it's called a law degree. And that West LA campus has been abused for years. It's supposed to be used for veterans, and we're putting that back in place. There's been some leases out there that are in court right now, so that now gives us back. I mean, think about this though. The VA overall has some amazing properties. That's over 300 acres in the Brentwood area of LA, this most expensive real estate in the country, and we're putting it to where we're getting our veterans back in there. And well, again, a stall project that went very wrong in the previous administration, in which I had previous secretaries say you frankly just didn't want to tell you. I've dove head first into it. We're hoping to get that started. It's good.
The old MEPS used to be over there. My mom worked on that campus.
The MEPS, yep.
Yeah.
You'd think Mr. End Homelessness, Gavin Newsom, would be a great partner for you.
Oh, well.
I'm just going to say this. I wish Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass, who I served with in Congress, would realize that red tape is not the answer to the problems that they have in DC.
Mr. Secretary, before you leave, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up.
Yep.
A Marine Corps veteran took his own life down in San Antonio at the VA facility there. That's the second one since April. Now, that's Military Town USA. The amount of veterans there is huge.
Yep.
Is it indicative of a growing problem? Is it something that you're acutely focused on? And my question to you is, what's one thing that you've changed?
I think the biggest thing that we changed is, yes, it's a problem that we still have. It's a problem that when I first stepped in, I said there's 2 areas, one homelessness, the other one is death by suicide that I'm addressing. We've already changed out our entire leadership of our suicide prevention. I didn't like what we were doing. I said we're going down the same path. 60% of the veterans who choose death by suicide had no input into VA. Now this one did. We're looking at that. It's a very fresh. This is the thing that hurts my heart when I see this. I want everybody to know this, but I'm also everybody out there. I need your help. If you're out there today, veterans, when you swore on your right hand to come in and you said no man left behind, that didn't stop the day you got out. It's continuing till the day you leave this earth. Find your veteran friends. Find those out there that you need to talk to. Find the folks like Joey and I and others who serve. And if it's on your heart, text them, call them, make sure, because those folks need to know that they care.
That's exactly right. Thank you for your service.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming here, joining us in studio tonight, answering a few tough questions. We appreciate you.
No, great.
Go Dogs. All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.